Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. In this video, I wanted to do another State of the AFK Journey talk video. It is now end of May. We're about to move into the new season and we have had some massive revelations compared to the previous talk that we did. So, of course, the topic on everyone's mind right now is the new EX system which is being added, which is if you have a plus 25 exclusive equipment character and you have them Paragon upgraded, you are now able to refine their exclusive equipment. It changes the colors of their stars, and you can refine it up to potentially 4 times if your hero is Paragon 4, but you can only refine it as many times as your hero is Paragon upgraded, and it is going to require a new resource which is going to be very sought after, very limited, which is the Slumber Essence. And thankfully, we're going to get an injection of this essence depending on the progression of our account in Paragon upgrades right at the beginning of the new season. And also gradually as we get more Paragon upgrades on our account, we're going to unlock more through the growth quest from that. So we're going to get some for free. If you're a higher VIP player, you're going to get some just from your VIP loyal patronage rewards. You don't have to purchase them. They're going to be automatically given to you, basically in retrospectively going to be given to you. Retroactively is the word. So you are going to get some to work with right off the bat. Now the problem is after you get that initial supply, apart from completing your growth quest, you're not going to have the most consistent way of actually acquiring more, and even the ways you can purchase it, they're very, very expensive. But this is in a way actually a good thing, because like the pop-up bundle for Slumber Essence is basically you have to pay 2,500 dragon crystals, which is equivalent to around $80 to $85, and that is only going to give you 60 of the Slumber Essence, and in total to max out even one of your characters, it's 300 Slumber Essence. And so like it is not going to be an efficient pack really to be buying, and so really it's going to be kind of limited to the most Kraken of players who are going to be picking it up, which is in a way a good news, maybe for the free-to-play and lighter spenders and mid-spenders, because like the people who you're going to be competing with, they're not going to be buying this pack. This pack is going to be the Krakens upon Krakens. Even me as a Kraken who is really like invested into the heroes, I probably am not going to buy Slumber Essence, just as I don't buy Twilight Essences. You know, you have the red Twilight Essence pop-up packs. There are some people who buy those. I don't buy them. I don't buy Epic Invite Letter pop-ups. So, like, I'm kind of like, yes, I obviously a Kraken. I buy all the Stellar Crystal pop-ups, but I try to buy the most valuable things, the kind of essential things. And if, for example, I can get by with whatever Slumber Essence we start off with, and then gradually over time try to build the collection, and just make smart investments, that is what I'm going to try to do. Because, yeah, the packs are really expensive, and like it is on the border that basically really only the really high spenders are actually going to be picking them up. But the really high spenders are going to be buying all of them. They're going to be going ham on the packs. But then Supreme League, then basically what it means is I will have to sell for my rank 3 position, rank 4 position, whatever it may be, depending on who I match with. But I'm fine with that. Like, I think, like, when you look at the rewards in this game, usually you get decent rewards even if you are of a lower ranking. Even when we look at Supreme Arena, like look at the rewards. The Supreme Arena rewards are actually identical for top 5 and top 20. So if you're sitting in top 20, someone like my VN server viewer, who's a very modest spender, very smart spender, and smart basically resource user, he's consistently top 20 calculation. He's VIP 12, and he's getting the same rewards as me completely. For Supreme Arena, there's no difference in the rewards we're getting. And like, so was all my investment into my account just to get top 1 position rather than top 15? Did it actually make any impact? No, it doesn't. So like, I'm suspecting even for Supreme League, if you're rank 3, if you're rank 4, it's not going to be that big of a change between rank 1. And you know, even if, for example, you're like rank 50 of Supreme League or rank 100 of Supreme League, I think that the rewards are going to be not too far off. Up until this point in AFK Journey, there have not been like disproportionately crazy high rewards for the top rankings compared to the other players. Usually, it's very kind of, it's kind of similar across the board. One thing that we can point out is the Ravage run, where the Abyssal Essence is given to top 100 and then a big drop off after that. But usually other things are not like that. It's not like it's gradually, you know, decreasing your rewards, and you're always going to get something even at a lower rank. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, which is going to be Supreme League. The major issue I have with Supreme League is it is kind of like, it's almost like a paywall content. Let's face it, if you are not a spender, Almost definitely you will not be able to make it into Supreme League. There are some free-to-play players who have been really smart and PvP focused, and they will be able to make it into Supreme League. And they could maybe even do well. They could maybe even rank decently well. But generally speaking, for the majority of players, it is kind of like paywall content that unless you're spending quite heavily, you will not be able to even qualify for it. If we take a look at my Supreme Arena leaderboard in my current district, I don't even know what type of district we're going to get next season. If it's worse, it's going to be even worse. We have the top guild, so we have plenty of members even in the top 60. But I also have plenty of members, even in my guild, who are below top 60, who are also very strong players, very active players. They spend smartly, and whoa, he has 103 million base power? Last time I saw him, he was like 90 million base power, so I don't know. It must have been a while ago that I checked him, but yeah, so like, yeah, it is gonna, he has 103 million base power? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it is going to be a tough, I don't like the fact of people being gated out of content due to the paywall. You are gonna have the spectation, which is still content, and hopefully it will be fun as well. But yeah, that's one kind of issue I have with it. The other issue, which we addressed in a recent video, was that in the image that they showed us for the rewards of Supreme League, there were Slumber Essence only as rewards for people who go into the matchmaking phase, who qualify and begin matching. Maybe they even have to win some matches to get that, and that is not, it's not going to be distributed to players who are spectating. I don't like that. I feel like, just like, you know, the other modes in this game, you know, yeah, the top rankers can get more of a resource, but they shouldn't get a new resource that no one else has access to, just because they're the top rankers. That's never been the case, and so I would have liked to have Slumber Essence in the prediction store. I think that would be fair, and hopefully they do update that. Like, people have complained about it. I made my video about it because I wanted to bring it to the attention of the developers. And then also there's Stellar Crystals for people who go into the qualification phase and for match victories. We don't know how many it's going to be. Hopefully it's not going to be that much, because again, we don't want to create a huge gap between the spending players and the non-spending players. I don't think it's right. And so yeah, that those are the things which are making me feel a little bit reluctant about this whole event, because, you know, when an event comes out with a new gameplay, new content comes out in the game, we want the whole community to be excited about it, right? And right now it does feel like it's really only the PvP focused players or the Krakens who are excited about this new change. I'm one of them, so I do enjoy it, but like, if I'm looking at it from a perspective, if I were a free-to-play player and like a PvE focused free-to-play player, I'm like, I feel kind of left behind. You know, I would have liked content focused on me. But I know at the end of the day, there has to be some PvP endgame, of course, for the players who are interested in that and the spenders. But like, yeah, that's just my thoughts about that. Okay, so we've covered the new Slumber Essence EX system. We've covered the Supreme League, which are the major things to be coming in the new season. What else do we know about the new season? Well, one thing is Gwyneth. Gwyneth is coming out. She's a fan favorite hero from AFK Arena. People like her. She was not nerfed at all from Pioneer server, so very likely she still is going to be a good pre-endless Dream Realm damage dealer. Little bit unfortunate that she kind of is taking that position from Sylvan. Sylvan is a hero which is kind of like, just like Nazarick the season before. They were really good, they were really dominating, and then they like vanish off the face of the earth because like a new hero comes out and they just kicked out because Dream Realm has so few spots. And like, even in Dream Realm right now, Gunner and Contest are basically dominating pre on this Dream Realm as well. There's like no room for anyone else, right? So like, yeah, I really would like multi-team boss or some, you know, we have the speed killing boss. Hopefully that may help some of these heroes. Maybe heroes like Sylvan could be good there. I don't know. Yeah, so like, this is just one thing I think is really important. Heroes don't last very long in this game, and then it feels really bad when you invested heavily into them. I think one solution, which I don't think probably realistically would be implemented, but one thing I would really like, is a cross-season swap ticket. A purely seasonal swap ticket, I find it very hard to get value out of it. Like the previous season, it was Sleece and Sylvan. There was no other hero. Previous season, I mean current season, because we're about to end it. Sleece and Sylvan. So like, what are you going to use your swap ticket on? Like, there's nothing. And so it's just like kind of a waste. Like a cross-season swap ticket would kind of solve some of these problems. And like, it can only be like maybe 2 seasons. Like, obviously not like, you know, taking your, I don't know, your Lenya and swapping your Lenya into the latest A level. Obviously that cannot be allowed. But like, you know, swapping, there needs to be a greater pool of swaps, or I don't know. It just is feeling weird. So Yeah, because power creep is just, it just hurts, right? You build this hero, you invest into it, and you're like, oh, well, there it goes. The hero's not used anymore. What do I do with him? Okay, he's just gonna sit on the bench the rest of my entire life. Like Lenya is a really good example of that, and Nazarick, and now Sylvan. Like they'll come out for Ravage Run, but like it's not. No one's excited about a hero coming out only in Ravage Realm. Anyway, Sylvan's still good for AFK stages, so don't get so sad about Sylvan. Sylvan is still a good hero, but it's just Dream Realm. Gwyneth does seem to be stealing the spotlight from him. So, and then that's that. And Cassidy also had one season. Cassidy and Sylvan, they were both the protagonists of the previous season's storyline, and then now as soon as a new season starts, they both disappeared. Anyway, okay, so what else do we have to talk about? I think that is most of it. Other than that, I'm excited for Crown of Ashes. I mean, I'm excited for the new content. Oh, we have another big topic. Guild Supremacy Glyphshade boss. What happened to that? So the boss is Glyphshade, and Guild Supremacy is basically finished as far as we can tell from what we've seen on the VN server. Now, what is going to replacing it is going to be like a guild duel. It's also going to be a boss. It could also be Glyphshade boss, but like a sort of different system. Now, it's very important to me that the resources we earn from that event, or from the whole season, they have to be the same. If we take a look at the amount of guild coins that we were earning basically this season, where do I look at that? It's around 34,000, I think 34,000. I'm going to show you right now. Let's go ahead and show you my feats. So you can see over here, you have 349,000. This is how many guild medals I earned this season. Now, it's very important to me and the community that this number stays more or less the same, or increases. No one's going to complain about an increase, but we do not want to decrease. And the Guild Supremacy Glyphshade boss contributed a lot of the guild coins here. So I'm really looking to see. We'll have to check, I guess, for the whole season, but this is the number we're comparing with. 349,000. This is basically the amount of guild coins that we earned through the course of this season. Very nice number. It's basically almost 12 copies of a Celestial Hypogean. That's amazing. But we need this to continue. Very, very important, because we're still getting 3 Celestial Hypogeans every season. Our old Celestial Hypogeans are getting power crept. It's very important that the guild medal income does remain the same, and if not, it's probably even better and more important that it increases. But anyway, that's something that we'll have to wait and see about. The guild changes are happening, 90-member guilds. We don't know exactly like the structuring and the management system of it. People were asking me. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to wait for global server when we actually do our merges and do that. Then maybe I can make a more in-depth guide about that. But yeah, 90-member guilds. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's just very important to me. I want to see that same number of guild medals earned throughout the course of the season. Otherwise, that is going to be an issue. And I think it is not a good thing. And so I hope they really do maintain that. Yeah, but I don't mind. Like, if Glyphshade boss is gone and we still get the guild medals made up from the guild duel or whatever modes we have, then it's all good. But like, it needs to be something, right? And people are upset that Glyphshade boss went down. Like, we would have just preferred a Glyphshade boss stays, new guild mode, double the rewards. But I guess that's not possible, right? But the rewards should at least be maintained, if not increased. Because inflation is going on. Inflation is real. Not in AFK Journey, I guess. But anyway, guys, I think that's most of what I want to talk about for this basically State of AFK Journey. I think overall people are upset, they are disappointed and reluctant, and especially because it did feel like this news of the EX system change was kind of just sprung upon us, and like we basically have to just deal with it and accept it. That's basically how it was. However, when you think about it kind of like over time with a more level head, same thing happened to me. When I first saw it, I was very surprised. If you guys watched my first video, and I was shocked. But now I've kind of come to terms with it, kind of accepted it how it is. And I know you should not accept something if it's unacceptable. But I think overall it is acceptable for the reasons we explained in this video. And like, we are gradually going to build over time. We don't have any pressure to be buying it from the store. Unless you do want to just buy that one. There is one growth pack which will be coming up in the upcoming season. Which is like $30 for, you can exchange it for either 440 temporal essence if you want the yellows. If you want the Slumber Essence, like you're a higher level player, then you can exchange it for 110 Slumber Essence. Basically, that is a really good value pack. Other than that, there's no other good value basically of Slumber Essence. And even the Temporal Essence, this is the best value you can get for compared to anything else that appears in the game. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts about this season and the State of AFK Journey in the comment section down below. But yeah, I am overall excited for the new season. We're going to be following, like tomorrow, we're going to be doing guides on how to prepare for the new season. And so stay tuned for that, definitely. And also, I will be making a Slumber Essence priority tier list. That should be coming out tomorrow as well. I know people are very excited to use their resource, try to get value out of it. And I have been thinking about it a lot. I've been talking to people as well. I think I have a pretty good idea of the direction for that, so stay tuned for that as well. So thank you guys all so much for watching. That is going to be it for this video. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus Dragon Crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.